Vedd már elő kardot, genyó.
Where's this hideout?
Not far. In the bits. Now, quiet, Geralt. We'd rather not draw any attention to ourselves.
Akkor ez mi volt az előbb?
A patrol. We can't let them see us.
Not souls, Allergen. Enough said.
Cicuk!
This is them, just as I said. Drowned sorcerer and his whore. She's into the witchcraft too.
Good work. Take him.
No, I beg you. We've done nothing wrong.
Right. Hear that several times a day.
What about my reward?
Reward? Oh, right.
Na mi ott is, mondjuk.
Under witching.
Land on two fire.
Get it from both sides.
You all right? Can you walk?
Yes.
I'll not leave here. I'm no fool.
Bertold.
Have you seen what's happening out there? They'll catch us before we can reach the port. Catch us and kill
Ne
us.
rigyáljál már.
We're going now.
Going.
Thanks. We need to join the others as soon as possible. Well? Stop. Harry?
There, two more. Grab them.
Have you checked the sewers beneath the Kingfisher?
No. Didn't think we'd have to take that route. To think a year ago, guardsmen bowed to mages they passed in the street. Now we have to flee the city like rats.
You could stay. You'd manage it somehow.
The others will never make it without me.
Hey, not like that. Draw it out more.
Well? Well?
Másik
No
kettő hol?
guardsmen or hunters in sight. Everything seems in order.
Or we're too late. Damn, they're here already.
Had enough. Watch it whirling. Don't let him drive you back.
Ez az, Geralt, mit csinálsz?
Damn it. We took too long.
Too long? We set out to rescue two people.
Yes. And lost one.
Good thing we got here before they found the hatch, grabbed the others.
This is not about numbers, Geralt. This is no time to mourn. Come with me. This way, Geralt.
Triss, what happened upstairs? Is everything all right?
No, everything's not all right. Geralt, wait a minute. I need to see who made it.
By the tears, my dear lady. You shouldn't worry yourself. It tarnishes your beauty.
Guess you must have worried quite a bit.
No, I was born ugly.
You fleeing to Kavir too?
No, but I am helping the others set off. You know me. Bleeding heart and all.
It only start bleeding now. They've been burning mages for months around here.
But only since recently on this scale. Besides, I look forward to having friends in Kavir, especially among King Tancred's entourage.
Triss is about to speak.
We'll talk later.
We've waited long to escape. Till we could make sure Kavir will take us. Till we could acquire enough coin to hire a ship. Till we could find a captain we could trust. We've waited too long. There's no more time for hesitation. We must leave Novigrad today.
This is madness! Hunters stand on every corner.
So we'll get to the port through the sewers. Geralt will clear a safe path for us.
They'll catch us anyway. You'll see. They'll catch us and kill us.
Perhaps. In which case we'll die with dignity. Weapons in hand. Not tied to a stake, begging for mercy.
Gonna enter the sewers now. I'll signal when the path's clear. You follow my trail, and don't stray from it, no matter what.
I will go with Geralt. You, Dijkstra, go to the port and see that everything's in order with the ship.
On my way.
We'll meet there. I hope.
Triss, really want to go with me? No offense, but
Offense taken. Stop talking and lead the way.
I'll drop magic for good. If I can only bloody get out alive.
You can't.
Good luck.
You won't. You've got
Who are
Radovid
you?
and the church.
Frågan meg vad jag
They
kunde.
want magic. Us along with them.
Thanks for helping.
no need to thank me. Really.
No, there is. You don't know how much it means. To have someone you can rely on in this fucking city.
It's all right. It'll be over soon.
Soon.
Och grabbar så.
Damn it! No way through! All is lost.
Relax. Maybe there's another way.
When?
A library?
Ez megvan. Trish, nem jössz? Azt meg.
Triss, found an exit.
Gonzalo de Verseo's poem.
Come back for me later.
No, we won't. I leave Novigrad today, remember?
I remember. Just having a hard time coming to grips with it.
Come on. We should hurry. Stop. Hear that? What is it?
Rats.
My speciality, remember? You've got nothing to fear.
Depends how many there are.
Jó nagy dögök.
Body's pale. Dried out. Wounds around the neck and shoulders.
Na, csak meg.
Claw marks, long and sharp. Lantern's still lit. Died recently, from bites to the neck. A lesser vampire. Stay close to me.
Maradjál közel, ha itt sincs. Genyog. Baszik rá, hogy merre kell menni.
It's a catacomb.
A what?
A vampire. Watch out for its venom.
Luckily.
Luckily.
Steady source of income. Come on, let's go.
Seagulls! Hear them? We made it! Come on. We need to ready the ship before the hunters learn.
Finally. You bloody took long enough.
Did you have time to look around? How's the ship?
Creaky piece of junk. Wood's rotting, sails are prone to rip like an old pair of knickers, and the
Will we make it to Kavir?
Provided you don't run into any storms.
I'll signal the others to come.
Need any help? Can I play the violin for you? Fetch some flowers or bonbons?
What the hell's that mean?
What? Don't tell me you don't plan to beg her to stay.
Why do you even care?
I adore love stories. Especially the ones that end happily ever after.
Hunters! Hunters approaching!
Board the ship! We want them alive!
Na mindjárt adok én neked.
You'll never learn.
Do I look like a fucking loser to you?
Dijkstra, I don't know how to...
No time for courtesies, my dear. Get on board.
One last farewell. Thank you. I'll never forget what you did for me. And what we had together.
Úgy sem maradna.
I'll remember you too. Always with a smile.
Miss Marigold!
Coming! Take care, and give Ciri a kiss from me once you find her.
Az lenne az a rozogat teknő?
You're an ass.
What?
An ass. An oaf. A twit. Didn't even try to stop her.
I'll ask again. Got interrupted last time. Why the hell do you care who I'm with?
If I say it's because I like you, want what's best for you, would you believe me?
No.
Wise. You should stay out of politics. I know it, you know it, and Triss knows it, which is not insignificant. Your other lover, not so much. She's cuddled up to Nilfgaard, and you'll follow her as always. And one day, we might find ourselves on opposite sides of the barricade. It'd be a damn shame. But that seems a distant future to me. Right now, we should talk about the more immediate.
Dijkstra, what are you plotting this time?
What would you say? How many mages did we save, altogether?
Dunno. Didn't count. 30, maybe, give or take a few.
And how many would you say remain in the north? How many alchemists, healers, herbalists? 2,000? 3?
Doing a population count? Is that it?
No, I'm concerned. In Novigrad they had us, we were here. But who'll save those in Rimba? Banard, Ardcaraig, Gullet? You know damn well that daft bastard Radovid won't rest till he's killed them all. Every last one. Yennefer and Triss included.
Moving as speeches go. Now get to the point. Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to help me kill Radovid.
I don't kill kings. Just not a regicide. Rumors to the contrary be damned.
I know. I'm merely asking for your aid in organizing the assassination. Someone else will strike the blow.
Dijkstra. Might not have heard this, though I'd find that hard to believe. But Witchers are neutral on principle, so...
Oh, bollocks. That's a convenient excuse you lot try to hide behind every time the temperature rises. It's grown hot, my friend, and it grows hotter still. Pyres burn in every city. For mages great and small, your female friends included. For non-humans, for witchers soon. Is that the North you espouse? The North you're prepared to live in? Silence. Cards close to your chest, I understand. To slay a king, it's not exactly some bloody necker contract. You think on this. Think on what I said. And if you conclude you'd rather change the course of history instead of riding its current to hell, you come find me. At the Passiflora,
És miért nem
in the
lett itt
garret.
rögtön?
I'll be waiting with my maids.
I'll think about it.
So long, Geralt.
Csináljuk meg ezt tehát innen. A másik kettő nagy.
Why not at your waist like everyone?
It's to yourself.
Whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside.
Na, legalább ott van közel.
Long live us.
Here to talk about the
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creep.
Isn't that something you should look
Ja,
into?
ez nem az, azt hittem az. A másik az a
plowing
király.
war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
Let's talk about the reward.
Acquit yourself well and you'll not be disappointed. Redanian armies... Very well. That I can pay with a clear conscience.
I'll take the job. Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'd try the tavern in Oxenfurt if you're willing to try talking to her.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank. Arim.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my...
Greetings.
Ővel, de szerintem beszéltem.
In luck
Oh, will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Tell me about the monster. How you were attacked.
I'd need another bottle to get through it.
I think you'll tell me everything I need to know. Bottle or no bottle.
Yes, I will. I was leaving the inn that night. Might have had a drink or 5. I'm sure I wasn't to loosen. Something down an alley called my name. It was dark.
What makes you so sure?
I just know. This thing grabbed the hem of my skirt, but I broke free and ran.
That it?
Menjél már
Didn't see
magadnak.
much.
Don't believe me either, do you?
Hát nem is lehet már hinni neked. Felesleges. És mi a tökömet jelez itt?
They found another corpse yesterday, drained to the last drop.
A bracelet. Pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. Attacker lost it most likely.
It only attacks rich blokes. Won't even glance at you.
Winds howling. You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had them burned yet. Must get to that.
You've done autopsies yet? Intend to?
Why would I? Beggars and vagrants. Every last one stinking of cheap wine.
Mind if I have a look?
In point of fact, I'd prefer you didn't sniff around.
Gonna make
No,
me
no,
come
no.
back with a written order?
Good grief. Pushy, aren't we? Here, the key to the morgue. Look all you want.
Azért az nem durva. Egy kicsi. Csontok meg bél meg mit tudom én, mi van abba?
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Just like the other one. Fondness for jewelry. Wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a catacan. Except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out.
Stay out of my way. Crawl back under your rock.
Such excellence. Oh, I remember you. What'll it be?
Wanna get drunk off my ass, and it's gotta be on cheap wine.
Trouble with the lass? Or did your enterprise go under?
Neither, just part of the job.
I'll need you to pay in advance.
Jó, nem is akár mennyit kell neki.
And keep it coming.
Jó megbízás. Idd magad a részegre.
Once was a maid from Vicar Varro. Tight at night she'd be loose come morrow. Early in the morning. Another maid from Vicar Varro. Loud with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early in the
Addig sokan vannak.
Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Nyomd meg.
Not about to give you a copper.
Told you he was a spy. We're gonna arrest you in the name of good King Radovid.
You can always try.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, you'll go straight to the front. The Eastern Front. And you, Witcher, best give these parts a wide berth.
Thanks. Farewell.
Fuck.
I feel like puking after that swill in the canteen.
Na, hol van az a vámpír?
Our third maid was not and gave it up to any man standing early in the morning.
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity. Young people these days.
All right. Sheesh.
Arról nem volt szó, hogy a félvárosba kell járni.
I sense your blood. Come out and fight, bitch. I shall drink your blood. Come
jó
on,
így.
cut the shit.
Here I am. Over here.
Where's that damned catacan? I can hear it.
Seems that medic's running late notes. Easy, I know, but she'll show. Soon as she does, a few spades or something.
Which way to go? It's going to the hut by the river.
Hát az akkor is záró.
Crawl back under your rock. Honor in the fatherland.
Killed the monster that was murdering folk. Turns out a catacan was prowling the city.
You speak true. But what on earth's a catacan?
A higher vampire. Particularly interesting case, this one.
How the hell could a foul beast be interesting?
This one liked alcohol. Had a hugely inflated ego, too.
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
so long.
Na, legalább ez is megvolt. Az is kell, igen. Vissza kell menni a kart és gombóchoz.
Watch your step.
Fuck.
Na igen, hát emlékeznék, itt mondtam mellette, Hatori, nem?
The truth is, we're already dependent on weapons, economically.
Vagy nem itt van, valahol itt kéne, hogy legyen. Gondolom én.
It's like a racehorse.
Never let your kind in.
Tesóva.
Veteran, spare me a crown.
Now they've got their new king. Perhaps the Skelligers will calm down. Oh, God. Demon! The Reapers come for me.
I met you, mate. Back there at Lockwood.
Eddig se van. De ha majd vagyok.
What's he doing here? She dealt in magic.
Ignorance to hand.
Mi a most, te mit van?
I could pay in the bank.
Oh, you're
Never fades.
Now be silent. What do you see? Pain, you ass. Not milk, but blood. From a sorceress. I'm warning you.
Lovely.
Hát nem fönt van.
What's the hurry?
Oh!
Nothing.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Geralt, greetings. Come now, darling, don't be shy.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm here to...
Speak softly. I know very well why you're here. They await. This way, please. This way. Upstairs.
Az igen.
And she replied, religion is the opium of the masses.
Witcher Geralt.
And that she'll not kill anyone for her
Must be
life.
fighting.
Then the flames flared up, licking the rooftops. She hadn't the time.
Geralt, you're here. Good.
Might have chosen a more secluded spot to plot an assassination.
It's on everyone's mind. Many'd like to do it so there's nothing to fear. Besides, this venue's got a tradition in this domain. Might even consider it fabled.
Comparing yourself to Falka? Far as I can recall, no one in
Her rebellion changed the course of history. That's what we have in common. I'm pleased you're willing to play a part. Must admit, I wasn't certain you'd show.
Got your invitation. Decided to come. That's simple. Let's get down to business.
I believe you know my associate.
Roach, you here?
Retired intelligence operatives. We have a club.
Defended a king once. Ready to assassinate another now?
Not proud of it, yet. I considered all the options and found none better. Radovid's proven many times he only ever forwards his own interests. When Kedwin asked for help, he invaded. When I begged him to support Vizima's defense, he showed me the door. The war nears its end. We've come to a decisive phase. I've no illusions. Only a dead...
All right.
Igen, ez a legnagyobb kérdés.
One of our co-conspirators ventured out to meet an informer. He's not returned, yet the plan's success hinges on what he's learned. We've got to find him. And you're the best tracker around.
Tracker, huh? Really? Anything else you can tell me? Where this associate was last seen, for instance?
He's travelling as a journeyman, itinerant cobbler, that's his cover. He was first to venture across the Pontar, most probably did so via the Redanian checkpoint. We've a man there who should know more.
Fine, I'll talk.
Thank you. And try not to draw too much.
Jo, persze.
The future hinges on the success of this mission.
I know. I'll try not to...
We're counting on you, Geralt. Anyone see you come in?
No one apart from Madame Serenity and your lackey.
Off the street, I mean.
No. Nerves getting the better of you.
I'm not nervous, just cautious. A trait you ought to nurture as well.
I know, and I am. Not about the streets for a time to lose any tales. I've worked here. I need no lessons in spycraft.
And she replied, religion is the opium of the...
Gombolt.
So I can't help thinking that it could very well be time for a change of scenery. Kavir.
Listen, there's more. Word is, she's not...
Ott van
Absolutely
láda.
impossible, in my humble opinion.
Jó, hogy azt nem lehet megnézni.
Quite the smile. Like a raw wound.
So, what's it gonna be?
What's the hurry, my prince?
Ah!
We crossed the Yara, we will cross the Pontar as well.
Járjunk csak, a csaj itt lakik. Tőle kell egy kard. Jó, hogy most nem innen kell a kard.
You are an offense to the majesty of the Eternal Fire.
It's everywhere. I see it all around.
Hey! The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Just look at the freak.
You that madman wanted to...
Ah, so good to see you.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
Mine? Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Well,
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Gyors volt.
Skellige's got a new king. What of it? Not a man in the Isles can be trusted. Whoa! What a kill!
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
Now they've got their new king, perhaps the Skelligers will calm down.
they killed my son, and now they'll throw us out into the sea.
Oh!
Ah, finally. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and
Want me to be the bandit?
knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious?
I never called it brilliant, but written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here, Andromask, put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But...
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
How long you gonna make me wait?
You're better than I thought.
Na és ezt mindig kell lejátszani.
The Crimson Avenger triumphs again.
My hair! Are you well?
One blow struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up.
Na persze, ez
Be
kell
gone,
neki.
vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless! Freak.
So, how you go with this evening? Oh, finna bet up on my own business on West Sunday.
A fine kettle of fish. What village are you from?
Willows.
Not enough time on you.
Just hopped out for a
Mit csinálnak itt ezek a sok boszorkányvadászok?
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
Azért velem durranjon az agyad.
No idea what Dandelion is like. Go. You've known him longer. Say something.
No tudja, a tökön. Hát ő ilyen kis színházias, de... Mit tudom én, azt sem tudom milyen az a bódor. Na hát tudom én. Bízzuk a csajra.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
Both our lives have revolved around the stage, and cabaret's a form of theatre, in a way. Fine. Let's do the theatre decor. I certainly hope it'll be to his liking.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. I'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Nem volt szó arról, hogy ez még tovább megy. Egy hulla fent. Érdekes. Itt vannak köcsők. Hú, de jó.
Greetings, Ibier.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
My sword ready yet?
It is. Behold and admire. A sword to outshine all others.
Well, this was worth the wait. Thank you, Ibier.
It is I who thank you for everything.
So long.
Nézzem már meg azt a híres kardot. Ez mi a tökön? Tompa kard. Jaj. Mindegy, maradjon az.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work. Hold on. What?
We were, but you didn't show.
Priscilla started worrying if...
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've got to help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
Ez amúgy jó kérdés.
Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She...
Fine. Let's...
Find anything?
The ladies want me, Andy.
Not here. Not here. The key.
Már felgenyó.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him in.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent.
So,
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old...
I'll go see Rotlick.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for that.
Portside.
See you soon.
You or you dead?
Sleep.
What will become of us under Radovid?
A wench on the throat.
Na ezek mit csinálnak itt?
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
Megbaszódottam mindjárt.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
You'll regret this, mutant.
Come on, come closer.
Ja, de erről nem volt szó. Gyere át, genyó. Menjél már. Eddig alig van életem. Genyó.
Don't know how much Rotlick owes you, but everything. Want to get something back? Try the Vagelbud estate. Rotlick's losing his last crowns at the racing.
Looking to make some coin too, mate.
Öcsém. Kár is.
I tell you, this city will devour itself.
Watch this. You see the inside of the dungeon?
It's not tried.
Elven blood, eh?
Last chance to surrender.
Még messzebb kell. Genyós Dandelion miatt.
Seems you're a considerable psalm in the vet.
I'll go
back out on an account, eh?
Won't have much of a choice before long.
Come now, old sport.
Az egyik sor.
Can't allow that. Who'd I wager with then, eh?
Hold on!
Búgolj már fel, te genyó.
Capital of the world.
Deepest apologies. Deepest apologies. Renovid will move Redania to fix
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coined for the riders.
Nem akarok versenyezni, basszás.
Captured and displayed in a sideshow.
You still aim to get 10 cases of SDS for the figures. You're not finding much to do in Nova. There could very well be time for a change of scene.
So I'm afraid to see the search. Never know when they're...
You Rodlick?
Henri Rodlick, artist, painter,
Dandelions.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch...
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you... And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
You've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree?
Let's
Csak
do
muszáj,
this.
bassza meg.
You're that good.
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you
Best not cause any trouble, dear.
Hey, ya!
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time.
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time. Just as soon as...
Fine. See...
Ooh.
You're a refugee from Baron. Can I become a witcher? Please, please.
She cast no spells, on my honor.
An elf's honor worth less than a man's shit.
You seek someone, stranger?
Yes, and?
Igen, mindjárt kapol egyet.
Where are you scurrying to, Rich? Let's see your pass.
Pass? What pass?
Kind of pass confirms you ain't no mage. Can't enter or leave Novigrad without it.
Why have you shut the city gates?
So's we can clean it of mages, witches, and other scum that's crawled here. Aim to catch every last one of them, toss them...
Sorry, don't have a pass.
You'll scurry no further then. Next!
Hang on. How do I get one?
Start by making an offering to the church. Then you'll need 3 pure souls to confirm...
Let him through. Here's his papers.
What? But we're...
Not your concern. Back to your post. Regards from Siggy Reuven.
Az igaz. A zenét nem unja a játék egész idő.
We start in G major, and...
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall.
Priscilla picked them.
Well, I must admit, you have great taste. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Hallottat már
Great!
előtte, nem?
The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all that, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my drink.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
No.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And...
Azt kéne mondani csak neki. Igen, büdös vagy és kövér.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time.
Menj már, húzd meg a csajt, az cső.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time away.
So it's true. A woman...
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt?
Of course. Let's go.
Tudtam, hogy kellett még valamit csinálni. Kár is, öcsém, nem, hogy már menjünk tovább a többi küldetéssel.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no
Igen,
heart.
szarul összeverték a
No
csat.
heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who... Find him.
Don't need any Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about...
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac...
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not.
But the sewers?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Menjünk egy terekbe, gyorsan.
I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's...
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. So not drown of it. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon. I know how you feel. Believe me. Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastoli. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Let's keep looking. Human. Wrong body type.
Van egy pár.
Human. Wrong body type. This isn't it. Let's keep looking. That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf warp. Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Look at the scar.
Means no.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Kicsit beletúrkál.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving...
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies, we surgeons.
And a different... His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was
Kurva
still
fasza
alive when it
lehetett.
happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer...
All right, think I know.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion...
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted.
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be...
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a... Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Okej, Kus.
Thank you.
Hely, milyen kis gyertyatartó volt a nyakánál. Vagy derekánál.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped.
I know him, thus I avoid him.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just... What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Mind the guards. They're worse than thugs.
Oh, come here, hero. Give us a kiss.
Ja, det är ditt man rykte.
Oh, Lydica. What happened here?
Bloody bandits can't go out in the streets no more.
You, Eustace, the corpse...
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring...
Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art. One of them, right?
You search Fabian.
Well, I cost an eye in his...
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Oh, the...
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Get out of my sight. Now.
Eternal fire. Father of all.
So, how do you go with this thing?
No, jag har inget det görs.
Begun, or I'll set me hounds on you.
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer.
That's altogether different. Sit your stupid mutts, lie down.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together.
What'll it be now? Just mire?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know?
Tell me what you know about the murder.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious before?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. They know they could have folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him?
Oh,
It was Fabian who threatened. Oh, he were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag. And other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep.
Fine. We need to look around.
Be my guest.
Jó, vigyázzunk a dögökkel.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Jó, onnan megvizsgálnád. Nem azért.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Nothing here.
Well, another freak.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to...
Jó, itt vagyok. Csak beálljál először.
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Man's footprint. The murderers, maybe. Wait until he fled before the guards arrived. Step back. Ran this way. Human. Priscilla's.
Mit akar ez?
What? Lost your nerve?
Help me!
Think you'll get me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Get getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are...
I know. Here to look for clues and find...
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I...
Priscilla was...
Oh, dearie. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what...
You and Priscilla
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid hoard. I was looking to give her pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell my...
Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Elven blood, eh?
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on...
Nice of you. Especially given you didn't seem pleased about...
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also... Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and...
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning...
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Till next time, Master.
Think I pissed me trousers.